Welcome back everyone to episode 29 of Ríos del Cielo. Today I want to work on putting a passenger ocean terminal over by the downtown area there. And maybe along with it a ferry stop going to the island island of pleasure. So we'll reclaim some land from the ocean here, and I thought instead of just doing the regular quay wall, I would use the roadway here as a guide using the parallel road tool. See if we can get a
what?
Quay wall put in here easier. Yeah, that worked pretty good, actually. Quick and easy, and the quay walls are always a little iffy, going up and down all the time on the nodes. I think quay walls always follow the terrain, regardless of what your road settings are. That seemed to work pretty good. Let's get the beach off of here and get this leveled out, so to speak. I think that's a nice size little chunk of land there. Should be big enough for a passenger ship terminal and ferry terminal. It's right off the main highway there, and to the right near the beach, as that road goes built out, there are going to be a bunch of hotels and stuff there. So this is a good central location for this.
Well, you say that.
It says it's too high? It's kind of weird. Never seen that particular problem before. All right, I'm going to lower the wall, see if that solves that problem. You don't want it to be too high anyway. Also looks kind of weird. Wrong. Hit the right button, you fool. It's more or less okay. I don't know why the edges are kind of sloped, but why is it always set to ground level? It's kind of weird. Always makes me jump through hoops here. Just putting a little tiny road down here as a height guide. Get all the nodes set correctly. I want to set them to that road height. Assuming the road is set to the correct height of the land. No, it still says it's too high. It's got to be the quay wall I'm using with the railings. Maybe the railings are in the way. Try putting down a regular quay wall, see what happens. Just that section. And use the node tool there to tie them together. Looks like they have a hard time matching up. That's what I get for trying to use a different type of quay wall here. That'll learn me. Okay, that worked fairly well. Sort of tied together there. Closest they're going to get, I think. Let's put another segment in here of the normal quay wall without the railing. Let's see if we can get our terminal put in. Yeah, see? No problem there. Just didn't like the railings. It's weird. I find I'm saying that a lot lately about this game. That's weird. Just set the height of that to key wall. Look at it jump. It's always when you're messing around with key walls that it gets jumpy like that. It just doesn't know what the height of the land is supposed to be. Gets confused. Put another railless key wall section in there and set it to middle. Get rid of those gaps. And let's see if we can get a ferry stop in here. Let's see. Small version. Yeah, it's pretty tiny. Let's do the big one. Just for looks. So far I found that it's kind of, the big one is really well suited for sending two different tracks, as it were, of ferries out. So as it ends up, we're going to only be using one side of that anyway, since we're sending the ferries only out to one spot out there on the island. For the time being anyway. We may add something to that later. And let's get these sort of lined up so those roadways are together. Set height. Great. Alright. Back out to the Pleasure Island to see if we can get a small ferry stop in here. This got to have road access. It's going to be problematic because we don't have any real roads there. It's a pedestrian area. Although it goes down there okay. That's not where I want it.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
I want it over in that nice little gap. We use the Move It mod, see if we can shoehorn it in there, force it to do what we want it to do. Don't take no for an answer.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Look at it's always so jumpy working with key walls. Alright, that's just going to be too high up. That will not do. Set it to that height, same height as the pedestrian walkway. See if we can replace that road with the pedestrian walkway. Pretty sure we'll be able to. Don't think that particular asset really needs a road. Yeah, it swapped out pretty well. See if we can get that hooked in here. It's like a little loop. It's not bad looking. I mean, that little loop there, it's fairly decorative. We still have the problem of being too high up. These trees set up. Probably ahead of myself here because I still got to take care of the height problem on that ferry stop. Just the key wall is too high up off the water, as is the rest of the island. That's something we've always put up with these docks. Really, they're not close to the water where they should be. And to make it look right, I gotta get it down there. Here's a version of the quay wall that has a secondary level on it with stairs crossing down. Maybe I can use that version of it. Where is it? I made a mistake there of deleting too much. Let's get this repaired. What I really want is just one little section of the quay wall there to have the secondary lower section. See, we got some of these with the staircases going down to a lower level. And that's sort of like what I want, although of course you only get one size. So it may not be exactly same height as the surrounding quay walls there. Let's tie that together in one long section and then put nodes in there and there, and then swap out that center section between those two nodes with the staircase version. Right. And as usual, gotta use the node tool to fix those connections. First, let's see if we can get a good level on this. Right now it's equal with the rest. Middle. Yeah, that sort of ties up nicely, but you can see the lower section there is too low. May have to raise it up a bit, which will mean the quay wall will be raising up a little bit. See how far we have to go with it. It's not too bad. People will be walking uphill there if they're walking around on the quay wall. Put that right there. Just move it, mod. See if we can get it down. Of course, that road section is always going to have a bit of land associated with it. It's okay, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Having the land supported there. It would be great if that whole thing was floating like a pier, but no such luck. Let's get it centered. Get the height set to where we want it. You see, that's more realistic height as far as a pier goes, and the ferries. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not great, but might work. But do we see we have that big divot of where the land changes because of the height of that? And that's just annoying. And I don't think there's any way around that other than maybe I can put a walkway over the top of that divot. Yeah, you can see it just drops. Oh, one. I wanted an elevated section. I always get myself into trouble trying to make the game do what I want it to do, and it doesn't want to do. Trying to enforce my will on it. We'll see if we're able to do anything with it. Yeah, stop jumping up and down. You bastard.
Fargan ice holes.
Alright, that's sort of working. Get the height set correctly and stop jumping around. See if we can get some branches coming off here. Oh, man. I'm just going to do it. Work it out with the Move It mod here. I have no idea whether this will actually work or not, whether people walking around will see this as an actual viable crossover. Sometimes bizarre settings like this get ignored by the pathing AI. It's not realistic, not really hooked up to things. It may look hooked up, but it may not be hooked up behind the scenes.
Authentic frontier gibberish.
Only one way to find out. Just get it set, see if it works. Divot there is not a huge problem. If this works, I could just fill that whole area up with some more trees and bushes and stuff. You won't even know the divot's there. But the big question is, people walk across that and take the ferry. Speaking of ferries, I need a terminal to make the ferries. And I don't mean those little critters with wings. I think that's a good spot for it out there on that point that we have yet to develop. It's got to be lower. It's got to be closer to sea level there. Pick a good spot for it, get the level set, and then build around it. That's a good level. It's realistic looking. I like that sort of cliff face on one side there. Now we need to run a roadway. Put a 2-lane just down the point there. We can develop either side of that as time goes on. Then we need a connecting road up from the terminal. Don't have to worry too much about traffic. It's just a place of employment where the ferries stop, get maintained and everything. There won't be any passengers there. It's just the workers in that building. So for the time being, connection doesn't have to be grand. Probably want to stick in some parking lots and stuff down there. A parking lot for the workers. Eventually. For now, I like the way that cliff face works. It looks like it would in real life. Set to slope there. All right. I think that'll do. For the time being, I gotta make sure that everything is functioning, that we're getting chips in, and I gotta put the ferry lines down, and we need access to this area. I think one-way loop will work fine here. Two-way road coming in and one-way two-lane loop. Yeah, that should work fine. This intersection taken care of. I want to make sure the lanes are set up correctly. We had that one lane turn only. I wanted to be able to turn and go back out. All right. Maybe replacing that intersection here with a small traffic circle when we build out the 6-lane road towards the beach with the hotels and stuff. Which is eventually a lot of water down there. We're so close to the sea level down here. We might just be too close to sea level. See, it keeps coming back, although the ocean's still settling up since I had the game pause for so much. Alright, let's run our ferry line anyway. We need a connection from the terminal to the station to the other station out on the island there. Alright, should work. Then we need a line. Actual ferry line. I can't get it to go over to that other section. Alright, doesn't really matter. It's just a single ferry line. I'll just bite the bullet, live with the one there. Can't get a second one going on there. I don't know why. Doesn't seem particularly well thought out, the functioning of that. It's okay. Just add in a couple of ferries. Select the largest one there. Well, let me get rid of that. That's the one I want, a 200 passenger. Alright, select that one. And we'll put 2 of them on the line. Probably overkill for that short of a distance. And the amount of people, I don't know how many people are going to use it. It is a much shorter trip, going all the way around on the highway. Add some parking. That one looks better up in the corner. There's all sorts of things we really need to add to this little area to flesh it out, but at the moment, we gotta make sure it's part of the city there. Still getting flooding. Here comes our ferries. That's fine. Don't know if the sea will ever settle down enough here not to get that flooding icons popping up all over the place. Come back out to the island here, see if there's any action. That little roadway stub there, you can see people are parking on it, even though it's within the wall. It's a bit of a pain. See if I can select that little road section, make sure nobody parks on it. How they're parking on it, I don't know. It's not connected to any roads. What I get trying to force the game to do what I want it to do. Let's disallow vehicles. Yeah. Okay, I like the way the ships are pulling in there. At least they're coming straight in to the outer pier, then pulling straight out. It's functioning, at least. I still don't see any passengers, which it's the true test of whether something's working or not. Here come a passenger ship. That's good to see. Those little passenger yachts are kind of annoying. May have to remove them as an asset. Yeah, it's dropping people off. There's a whole lot of people coming out of there. And speaking of which, what am I going to do with that wad of people? The nearest metro is up there, up the hill. It's fairly close. I don't know if I want to add another station down here or not. See if we can get away with just having a walkway walking up to the metro station there. See if anybody uses it anyway. If people use it, the swarms of people use it, then we'll consider that good. If not, we'll just make another metro station down there. Even though it's so damn close. Let's see, can I fix this with the node tool? I think freeform might be able to do some tweaking. Freeform has the height adjustments on those node segments. Freeform, you idiot. There you go. See, it gives you all kinds of alignment there. The height adjustment on the corners. It's too bad they don't go up and down together, but it's alright. We can do them one at a time. We'll give it a try. One I'm looking for. Yeah, that sort of matches up. Now we get the two red ones down as well. Might be able to massage it into something that looks close to being decent. Let's look above and just move those points around, see if we can do it manually and sort of spread it out, make it look right. No, that doesn't do what I want it to do. Nope. All these adjustments, you don't know what they do until you mess with them. No, I don't think any of that's what I want. I think I just want to grab the individual point, see if I can get it to look good. Nope, don't want that. Nope. So many adjustments. Yeah, that one's a little bit better. Okay. Still looks kind of wonky there. Nope. Isn't experimenting fun? Oh, I should be able to just grab that point and move it out. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Well, that looks halfway decent. Once again, not ideal, but we shall see. Look at that wad of people up there just walked past there, which is understandable. Whenever you set a new pathway up like this, if people are already set on their paths, they're going to ignore the new pathway. The only people who will pay attention to it are the new arrivals. Add connection there. You have some people walking around this outer section of the road. It's so hard to get these nodes right exactly where you want them. It's this interface again, you know, between the roads and the pathways that is kind of iffy. Right, see that wad of people walking up the road. So far, ignoring my walkway. See where they go. There's the first wad of people from that first ship. Going up to this crossover. And they're walking down into town that way, I think. Which is fine. And maybe going up to the walking to that hotel area. I'm gonna raise up this entire area a little bit, see if we can get rid of our flooding problems. It's a bit too close to the sea, I think. Don't want it too high up, but high enough to keep it from flooding. Alright. Gotta level the land out again. Forget that the land doesn't move. Only the nodes. That's enough. All right. Our water trucks were vacuuming the flooding. Okay. Our cruise ship. There's a yacht coming in. So that's still working anyway. And ferries are coming out here, but I still don't see any people. Well, I'm going to have to watch this probably off camera for a while, see if it's actually working, and if not, put some fixes in. But I think that'll be it for today. As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.